Good evening, Dumbland. Or whatever time it is for you night owls, glued to your screens. I'm Mary Johnson, but you already know that my friends, and especially my enemies at the government palace, call me Bullet. You're tuning into the only segment on Dumbland News where the headlines aren't served with a sugar coating. Today is Thursday, January 15th, 2026. And believe it or not, I actually have a story that doesn't make me want to gag. In fact, it's good news. Yeah, I'm in shock too. But don't worry, I haven't gone soft. Because even when the world does something right, we can count on our leaders here in Dumbland to find a way to ignore it or screw it up. Today we're talking about water. A lot of water. And how finally someone is going to put a leash on the sharks. And I don't mean the ones with fins. I mean the ones wearing expensive executive suits. Listen closely. This Saturday, January 17, the High Seas Treaty officially goes into effect. Sounds boring, I know. It sounds like something Ronald Dumb would sign without reading while daydreaming about his next golf game. But this is serious. It is quite possibly the most important environmental event for our oceans in the last decade. Why? Because for centuries, 2/3 of our planet, all that water beyond national borders, was basically the Wild West. International waters. No man's land. No law. No sheriff. If you were a giant corporation and wanted to strip mine the seabed or overfish until nothing was left, you could. The ocean was the private toilet of global industry. Well, the open bar is closed. Starting Saturday, for the first time in history, 70% of the planet will have rules. What a revolutionary concept! Now you might be wondering, and what does our beloved President Ronald Dumb have to say about this? Please, look at the guy. The man who has fewer queens in his cabinet than a poker night with the boys. Do you really think he gives a damn about plankton or blue whales? The Dumbland administration has treated this treaty like a contagious disease. While the rest of the world was negotiating, our delegates were busy making sure friendly companies could keep scraping the bottom of the ocean. It's the classic Dumbland hypocrisy. But let's set the head clown aside for a second and look at the data. This treaty allows for the creation of large-scale marine protected areas. Think of national parks like Yellowstone, but underwater. And most importantly, it's going to regulate human activity in zones that were literally lawless before. It's a real attempt to bring order to the chaos. So, this Saturday, raise a glass of water, if the water from your tap is even drinkable in Dumbland anymore. Here's to the High Seas Treaty. The oceans finally have a fighting chance. Now, if only we could get an international treaty to protect us from our own politicians. Now that would be news. I'm Mary Bullet Johnson. Keep your eyes open, Dumbland. Because if you don't, nobody else is